Hi, Gorm. I'm so excited. This has been a bucket list theme park for me for ages. Getting here a little late. Not too late, really.
Stop for a little drink of food beforehand, just to
we wanted to avoid the mass crowd that comes here.
After Disney, like,
yeah.
If you get on time, like if you get 2 hours early, happy days, we at the front of all the queues and everything.
Yeah.
However, you're also still waiting, essentially in the line for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But if you get there like 7:30, it's just big queues.
So this is the entrance into the park. It's kind of a crazy entranceway. You've got this like roof over the top of you coming in. It's very different to any kind of theme park I've been to. Definitely not like any other Universal park. We've made it to the Spy Family themed land. They tend to change this overlay like every half year, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of random. Sometimes they have it on the like the Space Fantasy or whatever it's called ride. But we're quite big fans of Spy Family, so this is quite good for us. I think last they had Demon Slayer, so it's quite fun though. Spy Family. George is going to give this one a go.
It's not too scary.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We just got off the Spy Family ride and I really enjoyed that. It's a lot of fun. Like the ride itself, like not much happens on it really. There's a couple like drops, like little like.
The first one's probably the biggest one, which I think we Googled and it said about 7 meters.
Yeah,
but
so
like,
it's not much at all.
Yeah, it's before as
the VR actually adds to it. Like I'm a person who's quite against VR on rides because usually it's pretty rubbish. But I thought that was really fun.
Yeah.
And the queue line's really well themed and they kind of immerse you into like the setting of what the ride's going to be about.
Yeah.
You can tell kind of it's a dated ride, like from the queue line, but they still theme the queue line.
A bit of life back. Yeah.
So I think it's fun that they do this, and I think a lot of other places need to do it as well. Just to give something a bit of like change it every so often. It gives the ride some like re-rideability, like fun if you're coming back. You're like, okay, I can go on that again now because it's got a new theme. So I think it's really fun. I had a really good time, and I'd recommend like anyone to get on it really.
Yeah, because that was my first ride on VR, so I've not got the same like conception of you do that in terms of having them be a bit rubbish.
Yeah, because you never did like Galactica with it, and that was bad.
But so
that
like comparatively to some of like say the 4D rides that you get at like Universal and America, Universal America, and the ones we did at Disney Sea, I think not all of them. Some are quite good like Spider-Man, but then other ones like Transformers, I feel like that could do with something a bit like this in a way that would give it a bit
like
more
a roller
life.
coaster-esque style.
Yeah. Instead of the 4D car, because with Transformers you've got obviously the aspect of there's not really much height to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the floor the entire time.
Yeah.
Whereas Spider-Man's got that kind of bit.
Yeah, you go up and I get what you're saying.
But so I think that adds so much more to it.
Yeah,
it just adds.
Yeah, so we really enjoyed it. I went in with like fairly low expectations because like of my previous experiences in VR, but it's really, really fun, and I think like everyone should get on it. And you get a cute little photo at the end that we also got. And if you're a fan of Spy Family, it's definitely worth getting on because we're big families. We're big fans of Spy Family.
Even if you can't speak Japanese, because obviously you don't get subtitles with the VR. You get
subtitles
some
throughout
of the
the queue,
pre-show and stuff.
But on the actual ride you don't get it, but you can very easily understand what's going on. They also do like a whole shop full of merch as well, which I think is really good for like something that's only temporary, that it gets like a full shop of merch. Like there's like jumpers, tops, there's like little plushies,
stationery, snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, and the uniform.
And the uniform, which if you're coming with little kids, I think that's quite a cute thing. We're headed into Minion Park now. We're going to go on the Minion Mayhem ride because we've actually never done this in Orlando. Yeah, we've never done it. So we're going to give it a go here. I'm a big Minion lover, so I'm quite excited for it. I've not heard good things, but I think it'll still be a bit of fun.
I'm having a bad day. It's about time that I get my way. Steamrolling whatever I see. Despicable me.
I got some Minion facts. Yeah, Minion lore up in the queue. They have peanut brains, which I did not know. Fireproof gloves.
Grippy hands.
Why does it say grippy hands? Minion needs goggles because of its eye size and impaired vision. Oh, they have dentures? Oh, they're approximately 3 foot. Water resistant overalls makes sense, adds up.
Great brains make great minions.
What does that say? After ride review of Minion Mayhem, it's fine. I wouldn't queue longer than we queued for it. Like we queued, said half an hour. I didn't actually count how long we queued, but it wasn't that long, no. So I wouldn't queue any longer than that for it because it is just a 3D simulator, similar to like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe. Not as like motion sick as The Simpsons, but it's still had me feeling a little bit queasy. I think it's fun if you're like, you got kids with you, but I think obviously again it's a thing of like it's all in Japanese, so the storyline was harder to follow this time, I'd say.
I don't know. The whole pre-show has subtitles.
Yeah,
so
and then the ride never has subtitles.
But I'd say that it wasn't too bad to follow because like, at the end of the day, basically he's doing a training course on like thingy. Well, I guess you don't know which bits are like, supposed to be there or not.
Yeah, but it's also strange hearing Gru not have
Steve Carell's
voice, like the accent, like he just sounds like a generic
Japanese. Gru does not have the same.
He has no character, no nothing. It's just a generic voice. So that's a bit of a strange one. Yeah, it's a cute little like fun ride for a stop off, but
I imagine if you're used to the like, you know, English-speaking American Minions, like the Florida one will be better just purely for that side of it.
Yeah.
But,
and the girls in front of us were creasing. They were cracking up.
So presumably it's pretty
there must have
funny.
been some funny jokes in there. But yeah, I don't personally like the like whole dome thing where you can literally see the top of the dome. Like it doesn't feel like you're actually, you can so tell you're in a ride.
Yeah.
Which like obviously you know you're in a ride, but like I think it'd just be a bit better if you couldn't see the top of the dome. And like you can see all of like the like lines and creases in the dome, so it's like it's okay. But yeah, wouldn't recommend queuing any longer than we did for it. They've got some pretty cool merch in the Minion store. I quite like this one. I feel like you'd look ridiculous with that on the back of you. Bob's favourite bear. What's that even from? Who's
Teddy
Bob?
The Minion.
Oh my god. How could I forget about Bob? I'm a fake Minion fan. I'm a fake. But yeah, they got a lot of cute stuff. I particularly like the earmuffs around here. They are so soft, and I just think they're so cute with the little Minion on the side. I like the bucket hat as well. The bucket hat's got drip to it. Well, they got the mannequins throwing up some kind of gang signs, which I'm not really sure why.
Absolute cinnamon.
Yeah, I would say that about the Minion movies. We've already done VillainCon in Florida, so like we don't really see the point of doing it in Japan, but the merch is pretty cool for it. So I stopped off for some food. I got pepperoni pizza and chips with a Diet Coke, and George got, what was it?
4 cheese and honey.
Okay. Also with a Diet Coke. It cost us about 17 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think's too bad.
I'd say.
How much did we pay at Disneyland Paris?
I don't know. I can't remember.
We'll have to look back and report. VAR check. We'll report back to you. But yeah, rapid fire George review.
Dessert was good. The chips were better. The chips are the highlight.
The chips were banging.
They're pretty good. The Coke is Coke. Diet Coke. Coke Zero? Coke Zero.
Yeah, which is a rarity to find in Japan. Everything's full fat. What do you mean, nah? Where have we found Diet Coke?
Most
Coke
of the
Zero?
7-Elevens have done it too. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Then they can't blur if there's Coke Zero in Japan.
You come into Universal Japan and you want a American style.
Louise
is the place to be at. They've given it a cute little like Christmas decoration over the top. We are going on Jaws next. We do have a fast pass for this one, but I'm a little nervous because I don't do well with jump scares, and I've heard there's a couple jump scares on this. So yeah, I know this used to be, I think it was at Studio. I don't know if it was Islands of Adventure or Studios, but I know it was in Orlando. So I think for a lot of people this has like a nostalgia factor to it. But I've never done it before, so we'll have to see what it's like. We just got off Jaws, and I think that might be George's favourite ride of the day.
So far.
So far, yeah. Why? Do you think something could beat it?
I reckon Donkey Kong.
Okay, we'll have to see when we come off. But that was really cute. I think it's really unique. I've never been on anything like that before.
Yeah.
And I can see why people have so much nostalgia, like from it being in Florida and then getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Like I can see why people who come here have like the nostalgia for it because it is really fun and unique.
It's not a ride you're ever going to do for thrills, but it's just
No, obviously
it's
not.
really good thing. I think that's why I like best animatronics of like any ride.
Yeah.
At least of the ones I've been on, but like it's just good. It's
It's not
a bit
like
of fun.
realism animatronics. It's just like
No, it's just
fun.
it's the fun thing. It's like you'll spot like Jaws coming from like a bit of a distance.
Yeah.
You know, up here on the other side of the boat. And, like,
yeah.
But it's like
and
there's a few near misses
there's
and
a
then
big
like
camp of them. Like you've
Oh,
got
the
the
acting's really
guide and the
good.
actor and like them shooting it and like I think the guide makes a big difference for you. If the guide's fully in it and they're going for it, like
But
I think
most
that
of
makes
them-
the ride.
ours was obviously we can't say for all of them. I think most of them would be like that.
Especially
anyway,
here, they have a lot more enthusiasm for like their job and the rides and things like that here. So yeah, really, really fun. Not scary at all. I think people who say it's scary are wrong because I'm scared of everything and that was not scary.
Yeah.
So I think it's really fun and I think it's probably the most like unique ride we've been on while being here, I'd say.
I'd say so.
After a bit of queue, we're heading into Super Nintendo World. Okay, this is cool. I know at Epic Universe you go up like some escalators, which I think looks cooler than this.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That looks pretty
Some
cool up there.
Goombas. Mama. Oh yeah! Oh wow! That's quite cool. There it is. Super Nintendo World. It is very, very busy, but we've heard that many a times. We're heading on the Mario Kart ride first. Had mixed things about it, but I think we'll enjoy it because we both really like Mario Kart. I just think people expect something like more high thrill with it and like speed, but like I think if you go into it knowing that it's like a slow like 3D ride, I believe it is, then like hopefully you won't be disappointed, but we'll have to see because I've heard it's confusing. There he is, the big Bowser. They even have all of like the cups from the Mario Kart game, which I think is really cool. So I think the Mario Kart ride's actually really fun. I think it gets like a bad rep for some reason.
Yeah, I think if you're expecting like high speed or whatever, which is fair,
Yeah.
Mario Kart, but like, you know,
I understand like the expectations people want because I would prefer a roller coaster personally.
Yeah.
A high speed roller coaster for it. I feel like that like Mario Kart lends itself to that. But what it is still fun.
and it's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
it's you know, it's a kind of, I don't know, maybe not reinvention, but it's a fun new concept for what a shooter
for sure.
is.
Yeah. And I think I get people calling it complicated, but to be honest, I didn't think it was complicated.
No, you literally
I think if you watch the
stare and press
instructions,
shoot.
yeah, you turn, you stare, you press shoot.
Like on either side of, like you put on a visor, and when it gets to corners, it tells you like to
Which
turn,
way
which
to turn? Yeah,
and then when
and then you just want to shoot enemies.
Yeah, so you
It
put
makes
Mario
it clear
versus
throughout the queue
Koopas,
who's
yeah.
the Koopas and who's like Team Mario. So I think people that don't understand the ride, I don't
Haven't
really
watched it, yeah, like-
yeah, like what have you been doing while in the queue? I'm not sure. But I think it's really fun. The Rainbow Road section's amazing.
yeah.
I see why people would like prefer that to be a bit more of the ride.
Yeah.
It's such a short section, but it is
Once it
so much fun.
activates, like it
yeah.
elevates it such a
Yeah, but
level.
once on a shooter, George beat me. I don't think you've ever beat me on a shooter.
I came 4th out of 8 people.
Yeah, I came dead last. I only just got 100, so... But yeah, overall I'd say a really fun ride, and I really enjoyed this land. We're not going to go on Yoshi's Adventure because it queues like 90 minutes, so I'm not wasting my time with that. But yeah, really, really cool area. Manic. Really manic. Very, very packed. But yeah, really fun.
I think it'll benefit from when it's been around for a good few years and then it's kind of
Yeah, I don't
quieted
actually
down.
know when it's opened, and I think maybe Epic Universe now being open, like people kind of used to travel to Japan to go to
Nintendo World.
yeah, but now that it's not just exclusively here. They've got it in Hollywood and they've got it in Florida, like Orlando. So I think maybe less, but I know that obviously this is one of the most visited theme parks in the world, so maybe this will never die down. Maybe the hype will never die down. But really, really cool land, and I think it's definitely worth a visit, even if it is crazy busy in here.
And I suppose if you want a positive, it keeps the rest of the park fairly quiet.
It does, yeah. The rest of the park's really nice in comparison to here. Off into Donkey Kong Country now. We're gonna go on Minecart Madness. We've got a fast pass for this as well, so hopefully the queue won't be too bad. I believe Japan was the first place to get the Donkey Kong ride, so it'll be fun to get on it. I know they obviously have an Epic Universe now, but this is the OG. I think it's a fun concept to see it, like, you can obviously see the arm on the side, but I just think it's a fun concept to make it look like it's jumping the tracks. So yeah, excited to get on it. Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. I think the fast pass was was way quicker than the one for Mario Kart.
Koopa, yeah.
That was like 15 minutes. Mario Kart was like 40.
Yeah.
Which, when the queue itself was 90, felt a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, there was it basically gets to a point where all the queues left anyway,
Yeah,
whereas that was stays by itself.
Yeah, so that was a lot quicker, but the ride itself, I actually really enjoyed. I think it's on the shorter side. That's my only criticism, is probably the length. I think it could do with being a bit longer.
Yeah,
but I think the ride itself is a really fun little gimmick. I think if we queued like the 200 minutes that some people queue, then yeah, I'd be a bit like, oh, just for that. But like when we'd only queued about 15 minutes, it was a fun little roller coaster. The joltiness I really don't mind. I think it kind of fits the theming of like it's a minecart. Like,
and it's only really on one or two sections. Like,
yeah,
it's not the whole
and it's
way
like
through.
you're meant to be jumping the track. Like you are at the end of the day on a farm that's not actually connected to the main track. It's a track underneath, so it's going to feel a bit wobbly in places. But I think that's really fun. I really like the theming, and I just like the whole Donkey Kong area. I think it's really nice. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's a very good family coaster firstly. Like,
oh yeah.
Like it was something that everyone can kind of enjoy. There's not really anything that's too thrilling on it. Like a couple of little, no, I don't want drops, but like just little bits where you dip down. But it's very quick little ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the whole theme the entire time. It's a lot of fun.
We've come to the famous Mario Cafe. We got one of the Mario caps and one of the Luigi caps. I kind of have no idea what this is going to taste like. Do you have any anticipation of what it's going to be like?
Like a pancake sandwich.
Is that what it is? Oh. Well, I guess we'll see then, won't we? We've acquired the goods. George has gone for the Mario one, and I've gone for the Luigi one because I hate strawberries. George review.
I thought it would be a TikTok gimmick, but it was not. It was bussin'. If you like cream, you will like this. The pancake.
It was a bit spongy, like sponge cakey.
I wouldn't call it a pancake.
Yeah.
It's like sponge cake. So if you like Victoria sponge, you will like this. Did yours have jam in it?
No.
Get the Mario one. It's so much better. I thought it was just whipped cream. I was thinking, this is alright. It's like nice. But
mine had something in it, but I don't really know what it was.
You get to the bottom of it, and there's jam. And I don't know if it was custard or if it was a different kind of cream, but there was something towards the bottom there as well, like mixed in with the jam and with the whipped cream. And once all three of them were there,
Out of 10?
I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I think for me, I do like cream, but it was a bit too much cream for me. It was fine. Clearly the Mario one's better, the Luigi one was just fine.
Worth the hype, but don't take the bite.
I'd say don't take the bite, but George would say worth the hype.
Yeah.
We're in the line for Butterbeer, and it feels quite strange because over there's typically where Hagrid's would be, but here it's not there. So it feels really weird being in the same area, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The door kind of just every so often rumbles, has smoke and a roar come behind it, but it's no Hagrid's.
Hagrid's is brewing there.
Not that I've been on Hagrid's, but
It's no Hagrid's, but yeah. I have been on Hagrid's and it's a banger ride, so why did I say banger like Calvary's either? So banger. It's a shame they don't have it here, but I think it's good that Universal Orlando has like their own unique ride in that area. We've acquired the butterbeer.
it was not what we intended, but we got it.
We wanted the frozen one, but I don't think they sell the frozen one here, unfortunately. But thoughts?
That's alright, butterscotch.
Yeah, I think we prefer the frozen version. They also have a hot one. I kind of wish we got that instead of the regular. If you're from the UK, it kind of tastes like an iron brew, but sweeter.
sweeter.
Yeah. So we've just come off Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
Yes.
Yes, that was George's first time ever doing that ride. What were your thoughts?
I thought it was a pretty interesting type of ride. I
Yeah.
was a bit concerned getting on because of like
Motion
motion
sickness.
sickness. and all that.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't too bad. But I would say, don't have something fizzy before you get on.
Yeah, because both of us feel
like
a bit.
like a Coke can's been shaken up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up, but it's just feeling
Yeah.
everything there. But
That was. I think it was actually better than I remembered it being.
I think it's pretty neat the way it like goes through different
Yeah,
areas.
it's
and,
made me a lot more excited for Monsters Unchained.
Yes, I'm very keen for that one.
Yeah, so I think it's really fun. I get like it's a little bit dated, like some of the effects and things like that. But I still think it's a really fun ride, and I think it's fun that like they have like the original actors
Yeah.
all in it as well. It has a real Harry Potter feel to it. So yeah, it was a fun experience. We had a great time. We're headed into the Wonderland section for one thing and one thing only.
Snoopy.
Snoopy! We're heading on Flying Ace, not to be confused with Ferrari Worlds. Flying Aces. Excited, George?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Snoopy. It's a fun little area. I don't know if anything used to be here before or if this is all like brand new. But they seem to absolutely love Snoopy here in Japan, so I think it's a really good addition for the park. What did you think of the ride, George?
That was pretty good.
George has just spent a fair bit of money in the Snoopy shop.
It's worth it.
But no, like for real, how did you actually think?
It's obviously a short ride.
Yeah.
Again, it could do with the Runaway Mine Train treatment of going around twice.
Yeah.
But for what it is, it picks up pace a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously not going to be scary for anyone that's not a little kid.
Yeah.
And they'll probably find it fine. But like, it's just a little fun one.
It's a fun little like Vekoma family coaster. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's fun for kids. And it's just a thing of it needs to be a little longer. A lot of their rides here are quite short, besides like the big ones. But yeah, lots of fun. And it said 40-minute queue, but we queued like 10. It was so quick. But there was a lot of adults there, all trying to get on it. People were running to go on that ride. So yeah, lots of fun. And I recommend getting on it if you can. Now time for the grand finale. I'm going on Flying Dinosaur, called the most intense B&M flyer, and I think actually the most intense flyer in the world. So it's one that's been on my bucket list for a very, very long time. So it kind of feels crazy to actually be going on it. Saved it for the evening because I've heard night rides on it are insane. We'll report back with a review, but very excited.
I'm just chilling.
Crazy situation where I will be going on as a single rider, but the queue is literally longer, so I will not be going in the single rider queue. So just come off Flying Dinosaur, and that is one hell of a a scream machine. Like, you kind of, I've just seen it go down now, you literally like nosedive down. Like, you know how usually on B&M flies you kind of like swoop round, this you literally nosedive to the ground. It's crazy. It feels like you're dropping head first, and then you go like, the screams do speak for themselves. You have like literally a pretzel loop and a half pretzel loop, both in the same ride, and there's literally like a pretzel loop into a tunnel, and I know a lot of people grey out of that section, which is crazy, but it is just so intense. It's one of those where you come off and you kind of like, what did I just experience? I think it's definitely worth the trip to Japan for. I just think some of the elements are so intense, and I think it's crazy for B&M to have made something like this in their flying model, and for Universal to have gone for something like this as well. It's something that I don't think we'll ever see from B&M ever again. I think it's a completely one-of-a-kind flying coaster, and I think you should definitely get over to Universal Japan to try it. On our way out of the park now, we're going to go to City Walk for some food. But I think this is a really gorgeous like entrance and exit way. I think it's really nice, it's really grand, and I think it just suits the overall vibe of the park. But yeah, we've had a really good day overall. I think we've been quite lucky that the park's actually not been as busy as people say it can get. So we've managed to get on pretty much everything we planned to get on. We never had Hollywood Dream in the plans, so not bothered about missing that one. Same with Jurassic Park, because it's a water ride. We just did not want to do that in the winter. But besides that, we got on everything, I think.
Like, obviously, everything that we wanted to do.
So yeah, really, really good day. I think it's bigger than people say it is. People always go on about this park being tiny. I think it's like, I don't know if this is like for a fact, but it feels a similar size to like Islands of Adventure, or at least the Universal Studios side of the park. Obviously those are two separate parks, but I feel like people treat them as one park. But yeah, really, really fun day. We'll be back because we really like Osaka, and we've had a great time here as well, so we will definitely be back. But yeah, see you in the next video, which will probably be Abu Dhabi.
Potentially.
Potentially.